What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Sweetphil coming at you with another Diablo 2 video. In this one we're doing 500 pit runs with my Pitzerker. First time I ever did this with a Pitzerker. I did a pit run video in the past with a lightning source, but this is going to be fun. I keep switching around the build back and forth, and I'll come at you with the build video coming up next right after this video. I'll give you the general information. I do them all in Players 1 because I'm just hunting the champions and bosses down in the pits. Like I said, I was switching around the build, but what I ended up settling on and doing probably about 400 of the runs of this video, I ended up having 688 magic find. So with all that being said, let's get after it. Don't have to wait many runs into this video. At just run number 2, I get a unique Sky Spirit, and I gotta fast forward until I eventually ID it. But I do hop into a portal and go to town, and it is Ravenlore, which is always a fun one to ID because almost every stat on this helm can roll differently. Next highlighted drop here at run 24, and usually I'm hunting uniques here from the champions and bosses, but I actually get a good Grand Charm on this one. Once again, I gotta fast forward until I identify it, but it is a 1 to summoning skills with life Grand Charm. Next good drop comes at run number 32 here, and is a unique Hierophant trophy. It is of course for the Necromancer, and that is Homunculus. At the very next run, at run 33 here, I get a unique that I'm actually using 2 of these on my Barbarian right now to teleport around, and that unique bone knife is with Spike. Run 47 brings me my next good unique off of this pack of monsters here, and I don't get anything off their initial kill, but with the item find I get these unique Scarab Shell boots, and they're Sandstorm Treks, hopefully ethereal, since they have their repair mod on them. Unfortunately they're not. I'm obviously down here in the pits, mainly hunting for uniques, but occasionally I do get a rune. Here I get one of the mid runes, and that is an rune. I'll finish off killing these champions, do the item find on them, see if I get anything good off them. Nothing else I do, but I'll give you up close and personal look at that rune. Run 94 brings me my first GG super godly drop, Bloodlord's Skull here, and that is of course going to be Dark Force spawn. I freak out a little bit. Do I want to let Kane touch it or not and ID it? Nah, I'll go ahead and ID it myself. And ooh, there's that pretty super rare item. A little bit later here at run 109, I get a unique Bullrog blade here. That of course is going to be Flame Bellow. One of the items I wish was much more useful than it actually is. Here at run 126, I get another unique, kind of like Flame Bellow, and that is this unique Ogre Maw, which is Windhammer. It's not as useful as it should be, but it is kind of cool that I found it off the item find. Run 131 brings us a unique Decapitator. That is going to be the Hellslayer. It's not as useful nowadays with all the really high-powered rune words, but back in the day, with all the percent to max damage, this was an awesome weapon. Have to wait a full 33 runs here until the next noteworthy drop, but as you can see here, I get a unique Eaton Axe, and this is of course Rune Master. It can roll up to 5 sockets, which you're going to want to get, and this time I do. Just 3 runs later here at run 167, I get a unique Grand Crown, which is going to be a Crown of Thieves. You find them around from time to time, but this one is cool and noteworthy, especially because it is the ethereal version. It's kind of a neat item to put on your Act 2 Mercenary, and especially useful for the Act 2 Mercenary of a Goldfind character. Run 173, I get a unique Mesh Armor. That is of course Shaft Stop. It is one of the highest damage reduction items in the game with 30% damage reduction. I haven't found an ethereal version here on my pluggy yet. Still searching for it. Next noteworthy item for me in this run project is at run 187. kill some champion archers over here. Don't find anything good, but then I pull out my item find, and whoop! Out pops a unique pressure, which that's going to be Reaper's Toll. Still looking for an ethereal version here on my pluggy, and unfortunately this time it is not the ethereal version that I'm looking for. Run 212 bring me some unique gloves here. Used to be really awesome back in the day on Javazans. They are unique battle gauntlets, and that is Lava Gaunt. Get a cool drop here at run 243, pop open the super chest. I get 3 uniques out of it, so that's pretty cool. Of course, the light crossbow not that great, and the amulet of course never rolled great. But we'll go ahead and get the amulet ID'd, get it out of the way here. Oh, wait a second, Amara's Kaleidoscope out of the super chest. That's pretty wicked, even though it's 1 off of anti-perfect. And the boots are, of course, our Inferno Stride. 50% extra gold find, max fire res, and 30 to fire resistance. Just 3 runs after that, I get a unique Dust Shroud here off of this champion. It's always cool finding that kind of stuff out of the item find. It's an Ormus that you're going to want to roll with a good skill. Charged Bolt, not so much. Run 253 gives me another one of those uniques that's pretty rare, but not nearly as useful. Once again, I pull it out of the item find. It is a unique Winged Harpoon, and that is Gargoyle's Bite. Another 3 runs later, run 256. I get these unique Ceremonial Javelins. Still looking for some Ethereal Titans. Come on, baby, fingers crossed. Not Ethereal, and I get a middle of the road roll. Run 265 gives me another pretty rare drop here down in the pits. It is a unique Thunder Maul, and that's of course going to be Cranium Basher. One of my favorite names for any item in the game. It's so straight to the point on what you want to do with it. Get a semi-rare drop here at 269. It's not incredibly useful though. Maybe I might find some throw barb use for it here in the near future. Sounds fun to do. But this unique Bullrog Spear is Demon Arch. Even them rare drops coming at run 272, but this one's a little bit more useful. It can roll as Nightwings or Veil of Steel, and I am lucky enough to get the Nightwings with perfect enhanced damage, and the other stats kinda average. The next noteworthy drop in this project is at run 297, and I forgot to hit the record button. Forgive me again. It's another pretty rare one though, a unique Giant Thresher, and that is Stormspire. Run 309 gets me another one of them long pokey weapons. This one is a spear, not a polearm, but it is a Hyperion spear unique, and it is Ariok's Needle. Next noteworthy drop here is at run 343 down here killing some champion archers. Take me a quick second, gotta use a potion or two. But pop, 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 down they go. And I get a set amulet and a set Colossus Blade. The amulet ends up being nothing, but obviously the Colossus Blade is Bo-Kathos Sacred Charge. Once again, I'll say it, at run 364, I'm not particularly looking for runes on here because I'm only doing it on players 1, but I find another one of them mid runes, and that is an rune. Don't worry about the fact that I almost died there. Four runs later at run 368, I find an item that everyone's looking for when they're starting up their pluggy or at the beginning of ladder. That's a unique Shaco, and it is simply known as the Shaco, but it is also Harlequin's Crest. Off of this boss here, I get another one of the unique Grand Charms, which is going to be a Geeds. Well, I just have to see how good it rolls here. Magic find good, gold find not so much. Another incredibly rare drop here down in the second level of the pits. It's always cool finding 2 drops in the same run as well. And this is a unique Colossus blade. I found a couple of these already. And this unique Colossus blade is of course going to be the Grandfather, formerly one of the best items in the game back in the day when I started playing. Run 392. You almost don't see me pick it up because I actually pick it up on accident. I barely noticed it. But it is unique serpent skin armor, and that is skin of the Viper Magi. Run 409 down here in the second level of pits. I'm incredibly excited. Another very rare drop. It is the insert virus stroke here. Unique Corona. I found 3 of the set versions to go to the Griswold set. This is going to be a Crown of Ages. Hopefully I get the 2 sockets on it. Boom, baby. And I do. Not nearly as rare, but noteworthy nonetheless. Run 442. I get this unique round shield, and it's going to be Moser's Blessing. Noteworthy for the 2 open sockets it gets and the resistances, along with a couple other blocking stats. Run 446 gives me another incredibly rare drop down in the pits here. I am so happy with how many incredibly rare grail finds I've been getting down in the pits. This one is not particularly useful, but it is incredibly rare, and I'm incredibly happy to knock this one off my grail list. This unique legend spike is Ghost Flame. Run 451. I get another one of the unique Grand Charms out of the super chest here. That's the second one in this project, I believe. And it's going to be Geed's Fortune, of course. Let's see how this one rolls. And it is absolute garbage. Yeah, I know my voice cracked in the last voiceover, but I'm leaving it in anyways. We're coming back at the next drop at run 484. And it's going to be the unique Ballista, and that's the Burrs. Back in the day was GG with that guided arrow. Run 499 gives me another one of the unique Bullrock blades that I found earlier in this video. And that's of course going to be Flame Bellow. Semi-rare, not nearly as useful as it should unless you're making like an Inferno Barb or something crazy. Wow, I cannot believe the GG drops I found in this video. So if you want to see the build for this one, don't forget that's going to be the next video I put out. I like to do that because some people want to see the build, some people don't. They just come for the drop highlights. So I make that the next video. I don't want these videos to get too long. So with that being said, make sure you click that notification bell so you're notified when that video comes out. Click the like and subscribe button. And if you can't get enough of me, make sure you look me up on Twitter or Facebook. Links down in that description. With that being said, peace out, YouTube. I'll catch you in the next one.